As expected, Minister for Higher Education Nobuhle Nkabane walked into a hostile reception from the three biggest parties behind the ANC during her department's budget vote in the National Assembly on Thursday. The DA, the Umkhonto We Sizwe Party and the EFF all rejected the department's budget, albeit for different reasons. The DA's reason is that they believe the president should fire Nkabane for incompetence, lying to parliament and trying to appoint ANC cadres as chairpersons of SETA boards. Their demand was prompted by the removal of Andrew Whitfield as Deputy Minister for Trade, Industry and Competition. MKP and EFF also cited their distrust of Nkabane's leadership and her appointment of ANC cadres for their rejection of the budget. While it was expected that ANC members were not going to criticize an ANC minister from the floor of the assembly, some of their pronouncements went directly against the sentiments they had expressed in the oversight committee. In this episode, I look at some of these pronouncements and what they mean for Nkabane when she next appears before the committee. Hello everyone, welcome back to Joe Talks Politics. I am your host Joseph Musia. Let's get right into this. Before I get into this topic, I would like to give a brief explanation of how Parliament works, especially how it holds the executive to account. It is important to understand the difference between committees and plenaries and why members behave differently according to which platform they speak from. I will start with the portfolio committees. These are specialized groups that hold specific departments to account. They look into departmental budgets, policies, and performance. Members can question ministers and officials, demand reports, and even recommend changes. The environment is often more technical and cooperative, with MPs from all parties engaging in detailed oversight. They are sometimes referred to as the engine of parliamentary oversight. And then there are plenary sessions. These are formal sittings of the National Assembly or National Council of Provinces where laws are debated and decisions are made. MPs give speeches that are public and political, often aimed at shaping public opinion, rallying supporters, or criticizing opponents. Why do MPs say different things based on the platform they occupy? Members tend to be more confrontational and political in plenary because it is a public stage watched by the media, voters, and more importantly, their political masters. In contrast, committee meetings tend to be less visible or performative and more focused on policy substance, allowing for more collaboration and practical discussion across party lines. The MKP and EFF have rejected the entire budget. Here are Mnqobi Msezane of the MKP and Sihlelonzi of the EFF.
We further reject this budget on the basis that we do not have confidence in the ministry and certainly not in the accounting officer in the form of the DG, who is alleged of gross misconduct, fraud and corruption, yet the minister fails to suspend or even investigate him. So we're not rejecting this budget because of all the things that you are claiming, Chairperson. We reject it because we do not have confidence in the ministry and the department to oversee this budget.
Now, I've got a simple advice for you, Minister. The comrades who are claiming to support you because they are stealing from the sector are not going to be there when you are removed as Minister of Higher Education. When you fall, you are going to fall alone. Therefore, you must decide. It's either you are going to be on the side of students or you are going to be on the side of corrupt comrades of the ANC. This is why we cannot accept this budget, because we have got no certainty that the 142 billion rands is going to be used correctly. Why? NSFAS has a middleman of a middleman of a middleman.
Unlike the other two parties, the DA's rejection of the department's budget is based on their argument that Minister Nkabane should have been fired ahead of Whitfield. Here is party spokesperson Karabo Khachau.
The real enemy of progress against young people here is Minister Nkabane. It is the ANC for protecting her and corruption. It is President Ramaphosa for refusing to fire her. It is the political parties that think 141 billion rands is safe in the hands of Dr. Nobuhle Nkabane. Minister, through you, House Chairperson, Minister, committing fraud and a statutory offense under Section 26 of the Powers, Privileges and Immunities of Parliament and Provincial Legislatures Act 4 of 2004 is not only a spit on the graves of the forefathers of this democracy, but it is a spit on the faces of young people whom you've failed to lead. It is a spit in the face of your DHET staff that you have sacrificed at the altar of your own protection. Minister, you said that you are dedicating this budget to the memory of fallen heroes and heroines of the PSET sector. So I dare you, do the right thing in honor of these people, resign. Detox the department. When you're calm, you can listen. Detox this department of the toxicity of your poor leadership, arrogance, effective allergy to honesty, and commitment to no one else but yourself. You don't need to wait for President Ramaphosa to fire you if you mean it, that you are a servant of the people. The people of South Africa say they do not want you to lead the Department of Higher Education anymore. Serve them, be honest, and resign.
Based on the explanation given above, it is completely understandable that ANC members were never going to criticize a minister of their party during a public debate. David Khabu, who has always been in the minister's corner during this whole debacle, once again put up a brave fight in her defense.
To the MK members would adhere to your invitation, provided that you'll still be members in good standing of the Umkhonto We Sizwe Party. The Democratic Alliance, we are forever warning you. It is important for you to know that it is not necessary for you to overestimate your importance in the GNU. If you want to leave the GNU, we can do that. You must never threaten the president of this country. In fact, for your information, on your way out of the door, you'll meet other members who are entering the GNU. To the EFF, it does not make sense for you to try and sound smarter here. You must never try and sing harder for your dinner table in the GNU. Everything that you have addressed or raised as a concern, the minister has addressed them. And we want to tell you that the EFF, if you would want to instruct the minister what to do, you must go and contest elections and win them. You must not want to lead this country through a back door. And with that being said, we unapologetically support the leadership of Minister Nkabane.
The next chapter is for Minister Nkabane, her department and her panel of experts to appear before the Portfolio Committee. There are so many questions. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like, share and comment. And please remember to subscribe if you still haven't done so. See you in the next one.